You know, the past decade, we've been working on a tremendous company. We've had tremendous success. We've expanded into over 180 countries. We have created millionaires. We've had a lot of fun. We've had phenomenal success. But we are now, recently introduced about 2 years ago, an amazing and revolutionary anti-aging skincare line that has hit the market running, has had phenomenal success. The results have been epic. And of course, through that product, we've had another amazing breakthrough with one of our amazing raw materials and ingredients. And so, ladies and gentlemen, you know, you've all been hearing about FOL, Fountain of Life, an amazing revolutionary antioxidant that is about to hit the market. And guess what? You are the first group. You are the only ones that have this access to this 22 patented, revolutionary, high-powered antioxidant product. And I swear, I got goosebumps all over me. I'm so revved up. You don't know how powerful this product is. And, you know, I don't want to give it all away. I know this call is very, very special for our founder and CEO. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually pass the call over to our founder to open up the day, to welcome all of you, to share with you what our strategy is. And then on the Monday night product call that I normally have coming up Monday, I'm going to give you a bunch of training as well. So but today is all about our founder and CEO just introducing this amazing revolutionary product and, of course, the strategy of execution, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. So if you are ready to absolutely blow your income up to the next level, you are on the right call, because what you do from today on forward will basically change your income in the new year. So Ramin, sir, as you can see, I'm super revved up and excited. Do we have you on the call ready to take the call over?
Nice. Can you hear me okay?
Can you do that one more time? I heard a little bit of a background noise.
All right, so can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Perfect. We're just loading up this PowerPoint. Daniela, if you can help me with that, and whenever it's just put it, share screen. Well, let's put it this way. I am looking at this day, today, right now, right here, as perhaps the biggest day in our history. Why? Well, because we've never done anything like this. Never. To get into a very first health product, and we're not going to be a company that we're going to get into lots of stuff. We will not. Really, this product was the base of Flawless. This product is what made Flawless the world's first professional grade, age-defying, life-changing product that it is today. That unfortunately, I know many of you still have not seen the benefit of it, because you feel like maybe you don't need skincare. Well, I'll tell you, if you go to the Facebook page that Sanaz and that team have created and look at the results, there's 1,000 people there, I think. Look at the results that people are sending in on Flawless. You can understand why the clinical test for this product, for this extract, which we call FOL G3 Echo, why the clinical test has shown such shocking results. So the whole story, folks, if you're new, it started at our last convention when we're about to launch Very Flawless. We brought the scientist who discovered this FOL G3 extract to the convention. And around the convention time, if you've been with us, you know that Sanaz and I get really tired. Our staff get really tired. Daniela was new with us. We were exhausted. And I know at my age now, there was a time that we do this, and it didn't really matter. But at my age now, we start to really feel it. I'm an athlete. I have aches and pains. I've been in nutrition for 30 years. You know, I built 4 multi-million-dollar nutrition companies in MLM before GWT. So I've always I was always interested in nutrition, something that I want to use. But I don't want to use 30 pills. Every time you go to a nutrition store, they give you 10 pills. I can't even take one. I also know that the vitamins are toxic for you. This is something that people don't know. Vitamins are synthetic, and I found this out for the first time, even though I was in nutrition for 30 years. For the first time was in March when the scientist behind FOL came, and I asked him about vitamins, and he says, well, vitamins are synthetic. I didn't even know that. I thought they were derived from fruits, the vegetables, and herbs. I did not know that the vitamins are really literally like petroleum. They are synthetic materials made in lab. And aside from that, I cannot take pills anyways. And I didn't want to be taking 10 or 15 of different things. I didn't want to, and the nutrition companies, they all have some type of juice or whatever, but then you're consuming more sugar and corn syrup and glucose than you're actually taking the little bit of the herb that might be in it. I didn't want to do that either. So I asked my scientist who developed Very Flawless in a board meeting. I said, Tom, I mean, you're in your mid-60s and you look great, and what do you use for supplements? He says, well, I use the FOLG3 Echo. I said, the same ingredient that we have in Very Flawless? He says, yeah. I said, wow, really? You take that internally? He said, yeah, it's a non-toxic thing. Yeah, absolutely. I said, how long have we done that? He said, 2 years. I said, oh my God. It just completely, I was just happy that I now could use something internally. Because on the convention time, we work at 5, 6 in the morning. We work around the clock, months in advance. Folks, I ordered it right away. And except I didn't know how to use it. So I was actually overdosing on it. I didn't even know it. I was actually taking about 20, 25 drops a day. And they were saying that you need about 10 drops, about your size or so. And 5 to 10 drops. I didn't know. And folks, I started to realize within weeks, some things I could not deny. And I've been in nutrition for a long, long time. And I start to notice, I've lost a lot of my hair over the years. When I comb my hair, the sink becomes full of hair. I start to notice when I'm combing my hair, there is maybe 1 or 2 or 3, which is normal, but I don't have a sink full of hair. I start to notice that when I shave, usually I shave in the shower, I don't use anything, and sometimes you nick yourself. I start to notice, skin is nice and tight, and I'm not necking myself shaving. Subtle stuff. Most important thing for me was 2 things. One, I had badly inflamed arms to a point I went to doctor twice to get me anti-inflammatory to go get. I never actually got it. Sat in my car, and I noticed my arm was about 90% better. And the main thing was at that time, because there's so much work to do behind the convention, that usually around 2 o'clock in the morning, I start to fall asleep. I get tired behind my desk. I start to notice at 2 o'clock in the morning, I can still do one more project. At 4 o'clock in the morning, I can still do one more project. I would leave at 6 because I knew I had to come back in a few hours. And the clarity that I had in my head. So that brought me to even look into this extract even further. 300 slides of clinical tests on this extract. And I start to see how it works with DNA and how it helps with the brain and all these different things. And of course, anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, all these tests against E. coli, all these worst viruses that's out there. We have 300 slides of this stuff. I'm the forensic guy, and I was bored to death, but I love looking at this stuff, what they've done last 22 years. So at that point, I made a decision This is something that we're going to start taking internally. This product, this ingredient, over the past 22 years, has been used topically in some type of sunscreen where they actually are testing with that product that this ingredient is used to treat skin cancer or to prevent. This is what this ingredient has been used over the past 22 years. There's lots of research going on in Germany and Europe about that. And I wanted to take this internally. So we worked with the scientists. So I'm happy to say we're the first, in 22 years that this has been discovered, this is the first and only product being used internally as a natural health product. Internally. There is no other product that has this ingredient in it for internally. And externally, there are just some labs and more like a specialized medical places in Europe. They use it for skin conditions. And again, we've seen the results before and after of those tests. It just shocked me. So I thought, you know what? I didn't want to get into health and wellness, but this is too damn important. And we're going to get this. We're fortunate to have this. And we're going to bring it. And it's a niche product in a sense that there is nothing like it. There's nothing like it in the industry. And everybody could use it. So we brought it in, and it took 8 months of negotiation, folks. 8 months. Some of you guys, we announced this in March. And the reason it took so long wasn't because of the product. We're using this particular extract pure the way it is. We did do some testing to try to come up with something else, but we're using its pure extract the way it is. The reason why it took a long time is because of negotiations. I wanted to get this product, and I wanted to give us, as a family, in GWT, pure exclusivity in MLM. Did we need it, exclusivity? No, because, I mean, there was 100 companies selling ginseng in MLM, right? Or aloe vera. We didn't actually need it, but I wanted it. And guess what? 8 months, that's my strong point. We got our exclusivity for MLM worldwide. I could not be happier. We're going to change the world. Because I can tell you right now, we're right on time. Because in the last, I guess, month or two, all we're receiving every single week is more clinical tests on this extract in some of the biggest labs in Europe with regards to massive, major illnesses. How this extract is subject of treatment for some major, and again, this extract has nothing to do with our product. It's that the scientists are now all hovering around lignans. Oh, and of course, this one has the highest level of lignans. And when you take a look at, there is 1 or 2 different lignans labs out there, and we take that look at their clinical tests, and it absolutely shocks us what they're working on. I'm talking major diseases that this extract, except from a different source, and you read them, the things that they're saying about cancers and all this stuff, how they're using the lignans from spruce for treatment. I'm telling you, it's the greatest advertising for us. Because the one they use has only one of the lignans that we have in our extract. There are 7 of them. They have only one. And you should see the studies. And then I'm looking at this thing. I just shake my head and just sit there in awe. I'm like, okay, we have what they have, and we have 6 more they don't have in our product. How did we get so damn lucky? How did we come across this? So then we get studies on pets and animals. And I mean, we all have dogs and cats. We love our pets. That by itself is $1 billion. We all heard how people spend more money on their pets, going to vets and all this stuff to keep them healthy than they do on themselves. That's a whole new market for us. So today's a special day because we want to make sure we launch this properly. And my target today, folks, is to what Tony Robbins calls interrupting your patterns. Whatever pace you've been going, could have been a pace of Speedy Gonzalez, or pace of a turtle, or pace of I don't know, a rock. Whatever pace you're going, we're going to change that pace, because this product not only will change your life, today's about changing your life next 90 days, but it's beyond us. This product will change the lives of billions of people around the world if we do our job right. Because the first time people that I think about when I talk about I think about FOL, it's not me and you, although we all, of course, need it, and cancer is the number one, and all these problems are out there, right? But I think of kids in Africa, where one of our stars told us this week. He says, you know, and he's from Africa, and he's with Red Cross. He says, you know, Africa, it was AIDS that used to kill kids in Africa. It was AIDS that used to kill people in Africa. That it's not the case anymore, because they have ways of controlling that now. It's other things like microbials and other things that's killing people now in Africa. It's not AIDS, but the one time the epidemic was HIV. So this is the type of product that we have and how it can change the world, and it comes down to your hands. Are we worthy of this? We need to take advantage of this. So I wanted to give you a complete expansion plan. I did a video recently. It's not the official video for Fountain of Life. And I like to use the name Fountain of Life and not FOL. FOL doesn't mean anything to the new people, but Fountain of Life, self-explanatory. I did a video with interview with Daniela. The video was not supposed to release till today, but I guess it got released by teaching by mistake, and that's okay. Some of you have seen it, some of you have not. We'll play it later on. This is not the official video for Fountain of Life. This is basically the world awareness video that we're going to use in our campaign over the next 90 days. We actually have written up scripts. We're going to have a professional TV crew, and we're going to do an actual professional video for Fountain of Life, as well as, equally important, Fairy Flawless, over the next few weeks. So you will have that coming out. But what we have right now, it became a very strong. Peter did a magnificent job. Our video guy did a magnificent job with the graphics. Within 5 minutes, it brings the message home clearly. So we're going to use that part of our campaign. So the campaign's got 2 tiers to it. Yeah, I know it's Christmas. All the more reason why you need to bring this gift to everybody you love. All the more reasons why you need to bring this gift to the world. Over the next 30 days, we're going to get you in momentum. So when it hit January, you have already established the momentum, which we're going to hit into a 90-day blitz. So there's 2 parts to this, a 30-day blitz. In the first 30 days, starting today, we're going to start getting the message out on the Fountain of Life. And from tomorrow, then when this ends, from next month, we're going to start building similar campaign for our business. So today I'm going to take you a little bit through what we want to do. So now, how's my voice coming along? Is it okay? Do a sound check quickly.
Everything's good, Ramin.
Perfect. Here's our plan of action, folks. Take lots of notes. You can capture screen this. Leadership. This is going to be available in your back office, but leadership. This is how you're going to build your business moving forward. Industry has changed quite a lot because of technology. This is how you want to take business moving forward. And your personal business, you can restart your personal business from wherever it is into massive momentum with this plan, with this expansion plan, with this Blitz system. So if you want to start your own market, city, country, this is it. If you have any plans of getting your business, your team momentum into next level, this is it. Starting a new market, this is it. Starting a new country, this is it. So we want to make sure you clearly understand and start utilizing this. I will update it as I think of more stuff, but this is the plan moving forward. So our plan of action will go around text messaging. I'll explain to you a little bit later why text messaging. Now, we used to do this all the time 10 years ago. In fact, Reza built his entire business through text messaging. He used to send out 200 texts out every single day. And some of those things have got lost. People like to hide behind a keyboard and Facebook. And I think people are more confused about socializing and promoting. So we're going to get back focused and serious again. So our plan of action is text messaging, social media. We'll explain what that means in a minute. It's not what you think. And Zoom call, the call right here, because Zoom has really also revolutionized the way we communicate and present. Our target number one, I want every single one of you to have 100, yes, 100 pre-orders for FOL in December. Every single one of you. I want you to have 100 pre-orders for Fountain of Life in December. So you're starting today. Target number two, I want you to launch 10 new shops per month from January to March. Per month. Our method of engagement is simple. Text messaging to get appointments. We'll talk about that, how it's simple it is, and you're going to experience that today on this call. So we're going to use text messaging to get appointments, and you're going to use one-on-one or two-on-one, you and your upline and your prospect, or Zoom call to do your actual tour. The method of support, we have to implement the three-way calls in, again, like the old days, where you get your My 5 and Ultimate 5 to get engaged with every single customer and every, not really customer maybe because you can handle that, but every single prospect that you want to bring on board as a team member. You're going to use also the company calls. We have excellent company calls now. We have so much fun. The one I do on Sundays and that's on Monday. We do it on Tuesday. The calls are phenomenal. And the calls are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. If you've not been on it, you're missing a lot. And if you're not on it, your team are not on it, you have no momentum. And of course, certainly, if you're not using these tools, how are you recruiting? Maybe that explains why you're not recruiting, right? Those are important tools. Remember, in MLM, the presentation is the easy part. It's not hard to present. You meet with somebody, show the company tools. We got gorgeous brochures. We got amazing videos. The presentation part is easy. Placemat, 7 minutes. That part, anyone can do. That's not hard. The hard part that holds people back is getting the appointment. Because they're afraid to pick up the phone and call. So because they're afraid, they don't do anything, period. They're waiting for something to happen automatically. Maybe I run into somebody, you know, in an elevator or in a mall, or maybe somebody will come, knock me down and ask me a question about my business. I mean, I think some people are just waiting for things to happen, right? It's not going to happen. So today on this call, I don't care how scared you are. Today on this call, you're going to become a superhero appointment setter, and you'll do it and you have a lot of fun with it. And we're going, and so today that ends. And once we got the calendar filled with appointments, that's when the IGA converts into results. Let's go to the next slide. There are some key phrases that you want to use. And the key phrase in the campaign is pre-launch. Why? Because people want to be ahead of the news all the time. So when you say pre-launch, people's ears go up. It's a lifetime opportunity. How often do we get to be ahead of the news? Usually, we're always behind the news, right? We're always, the last person to find out. So you want to use the word pre-launch, and this time in our history, we're very lucky because it is a pre-launch of Fountain of Life and Opulence Life. So it is. So you're never going to have this chance again, folks. Do you get this? Because you can always say you're going to bring this new company. You're always going to say you can bring this product to new markets. However, in our history, we'll never have another official pre-launch of a company and the product. And that's happening right now. So your pre-launch, new product next 90 days, and that starts right now. Your pre-launch of new business, Opulence, will start in January. By the way, the official name, I believe we still, we're 99% on this. The official name will be Opulence Life because you guys are lifestyle advisors. It makes sense, as well as there are so many companies and different things doing called Opulence. I want to make sure that we don't get confused with other companies. So Opulence Life most likely is going to be the official name of the new co. Next slide. So here is a text script. And you're going to do this today. And you're going to see how easy it is to set an appointment. It does not have to be difficult. It could be something as simple as, "Hi, Jack, what's your schedule next week? Let's catch up for coffee." Oh, want to get together with you this week? Question mark. Coming to your area. Are you around? Question mark. Hi, Phil. Breakfast soon? Let's catch up. That's it. That's it. Why do we going into text messaging? Well, because let me use you as an example. How many times you get a phone call and you look at it and you don't answer the phone for whatever the reason, and you text back and you say, "Hey, what's going on?" It happens all the time. You do it. People do it to you. You call somebody, they don't pick up the phone, and they text you back, "Oh, I'll call you back later," or "Is there something that they can do for you right now?" Why? Because when you text, it's quick. When you people don't get on the phone because they think it may take a long time. They may be in the middle of something. But you know what? It doesn't matter if they're in the middle of something. On a text message, while they're doing their something, they're responding back to you. "Hey, you around? We need to catch up." They may not answer the phone, but they'll text you back, says, "Yeah, great. Yeah, I'm around. All right, next week, Tuesday? Yeah, okay, Tuesday. Good, see you at 8. See, this can happen and does happen on text messages. But it does not happen on phone calls because a lot of times just people don't answer the phone anymore. There was a time that you could go and buy, 15 million different ringtones, your favorite music, song, whatever. Do you hear those anymore? Do you see that? You don't see that anymore. Nobody's selling ringtones anymore. Nobody cares because the phone just doesn't ring anymore, right? The phone doesn't ring. It's always on vibrate, and it's all done through text messaging. So this is why things like Skype and all those things are, even, Skype is becoming obsolete in most of the world. Most people are now going to WhatsApp and all these other things because, not so much because of they want to call somebody. They use WhatsApp, Telegram, all these things because they want to text somebody or send them a voice message. So this is why we're going to start getting into, not for people who want to, and I think it is more effective if you can make a phone call. But the reality is a lot of people are not prepared. We'll talk about that. So text messaging is the go-to method to fill the calendar or your forensic MO box with appointments. So most of the time, it stops right there. "Hey, Phil, breakfast soon? Let's catch up." You're going to get back? Yeah, sure, let's catch up. And you know what? Next Thursday? Tuesday? Okay, whatever, Tuesday. So you're going to find most of the time it stops right there, and the appointment is set. You're done. You're done. You may get the odd time somebody says, maybe you don't know someone very well, someone say, why, right? This is where you want to give an idea. Actually, it's a good thing if they ask. It's a good thing. But if they don't, that doesn't matter. It's quick. So why? And you give a quick idea. I'm working on an important project. I want your take on it. Or these scripts I'm giving you, you can have your own. I'm just giving you parameters of how simple it can be to make an appointment. And I've said this for 12 years, and you know this to be true. You're never going to run into someone that looks at GWT and doesn't like the company. Everybody loves fashion, gorgeous products, everybody. The reason why people don't get in, some people don't get in or whatever, is because they don't know that they can do it. They love the products, they love the company, but they don't think that they can do it, or maybe there's something about MLM, bad experience in the past, whatever. So the appointment part is easy to do. The presentation part is easy to do, especially now with Fountain of Life and Flawless. Appointment is where people are having a difficult time with most people to get people to the table. So something as simple as, I'm working on a project, I want you to take on. You can, we're doing a pre-launch of something, and I got an idea. I want to share with you my idea. Whatever it is. Now, this is happening on text message, so it's not going to be very long. They won't ask you a lot of questions, okay? Most likely, the appointment is set on when you get together with you. This week? Question mark. Yeah, sure. Tuesday, 3 o'clock? Great. Most of the time, what you're going to find out that today, by the way. We're going to have fun with this today. So most of the time, the appointment is set just with that. And we'll talk about what happens when you get there in a moment. So again, why text messages is going to be our go-to method? Well, it's simple. Anyone can do it. It's fast. It creates activity where most people, they're afraid to pick up that 200-pound telephone. They're not going to do it. They should. They're not going to. So it creates activity for people who are not going to do it. It leads to results because once you text, you're going to get back a response. It leads to results. And you get less objections because you're not saying too much to get an objection. Most of the time, actually probably 99% of the time, how you lose a prospect is not because they didn't want to. It's because of what you said. You don't know how to handle a call. So with this, you don't get the opportunity to screw up the call, right? So you get less objections. And it builds your confidence for people who've never run a business. So, I don't want to talk to people. Well, those people, this is perfect. Those are the people who are in your team right now, and they're not doing anything. And this helps them build their confidence. Because once they start sending out text messages, and they start getting a whole bunch of, yeah, sure, let's meet. They're like, damn, the hardest part of setting the appointment I can do. And we're going to show you that today. So let's go to the next slide. So here's some reasons why phone calls go wrong. Now, I love phone calls. My whole forensic is about phone calls. And I got scripts for phone calls. And it's always part of the business because that's where we show emotions. So I don't want you to get me the wrong. I'm just giving you some facts. And I'm giving you a way that for people who are not strong on the phone, I'm giving you a way, which is most people, how you can still build your business. So here's the reason why phone calls go wrong. You say too much. You're so excited, and you just keep on talking, and you talk yourself out of it. And I talk about this in forensic, is that, once you give somebody a proposal, and if they like the proposal, their emotions go high, right? So they get excited, and while they get excited, guess who else is getting excited? You. And as you see your prospect get excited, you get more excited, and you keep on pouring and pouring and pouring. And the way human psyche or mindset works, eventually the emotions plateau and starts going down with overload of information, and you lose them. So because you keep on pouring it on, you think, well, he's excited, I could just oversell this thing. And this is how we'll lose a lot of time our prospects. So you say too much. Another way that phone calls probably most likely will go wrong is that you're not prepared and you sound scared. And human beings are animals as well. We know when the other person is scared, not confident in what they're saying. We can sense that. And again, in forensic, we talk about this very extensively. And when people see that fear in you, they're going to nail you with question after question after question after question, because they do not, as human beings, we do not communicate with words. We communicate with tonality, with feelings, the physiology. 93% of how we communicate is through physiology and tonality. And if you're not confident, if you're not prepared, you're just throwing in words, which is 7% of how we communicate. And this is why you get crucified with questions and objections. And phone calls, if that's the only method that we've got, will lead to, a lot of people will lead to no IG at all. Why? Because they're afraid to pick up the phone, so they won't do anything. Let's face it, folks. You all have teams. Could be 5, could be 50,000. If all of them just did 10 calls a day, all of you, within a year, you'd be a millionaire. All of you. But they're not doing that. They're not doing that. So we want to put in a mechanism that everyone can do and will do. So, because a lot of people are afraid of picking up that 300-pound telephone, they're always waiting for another time, the next day or another day, or they're busy, or, they're waiting for, I don't know, kids to go to school, and summer come, and again, the kids go back to school, or, I don't know, taxes change, government change, Aunt Mattel doesn't move out, whatever. They're procrastinating to pick up that phone. But text message is easy. Today, at the end of this call, we're going to have every single one of you to do 10 text messages to 10 people you know, right in your phone with one of the scripts. And I want your result today on this call. It's going to be so much fun. So we're going to get into that. I want you to fill your calendar, okay? Or, the more advanced, the forensic method of operation box, MO box we call it, with leads. By the way, in opulence, forensic MO box will become part of the platform. Everybody, when you come in, it's there. You have to, you don't have to, but it is how you start your business. It's one of the major tools that you're going to use from day one, because from day one, you're going to be doing 10 text messages, and from day one, you're going to have 5 or 6 appointments, and you have to put them somewhere. Because if you don't put them somewhere, you won't even have time to attend to this. Folks, this call is not about the 5-year plan, although it's there. This call is about changing your life over the next 90 days. Let me repeat this. This call is to change your life over the next 90 days. We're going to get you to work. Obviously, it's up to you, but we're going to give you the platform to change your life from wherever it is today over the next 90 days. So the whole point is we come in, we do 10 texts, we do a tour. I'm in, they're getting the lunch, and okay, right now, do 10 text messages, put this message in there. Hey, Johnny, I'm in town next week, or I'm in the area next week. Hey, we've got to catch up soon. Breakfast? Question mark. Coffee? Question mark. And give it 5 minutes. You're going to get 3 or 4 of them. Hey, yeah, sure, let's do it. There is 3 or 4 appointments. There is 3 and 4 appointments. See, today, because of the tools that we have, the placemats, the video, the flawless, amazing flawless brochure. I mean, the mind-boggling Fountain of Life card with all the comparisons. Anyone, day one, can show up with those tools and get a sale, because that's how simple it is. We've evolved to become this unbelievable company. Now, if you don't know, you're not around. The business has become so simple today. So the whole thing becomes then, let's focus on getting in front of as many people as possible. Next slide, please. So here is again, I'm just giving you some samples of this. You can create your own uplines. Leadership. You got to come up with your own scripts with your team. I just came up with this thing this week. Yesterday, I sat down and said, well, what would I say? Okay, here's what I would say. But you're not Ramin. You could be you. You don't have to be this. You could be you. You could come up with your own. Follow the same guidelines. I'll talk about the guidelines because there's some keywords you want to use. But you can use the script, create a script that's you. It doesn't have to be me or Reza or Ronan or whoever. It has to be, it could be you, right? But there are some keywords that you should use because it triggers interest. This one, for example, it's a pre-launch phone call script, for example. This is a business text, this is a business script. It's not a text message, it's a business script. If you're on the phone, it's a business, it's a phone call script. Obviously, you want to start with your like and trust and all that stuff. But we're not spending time on that today. You know, here's what you could say. We need to get together and talk about a new revolutionary product coming in 30 days. In other words, you're ahead of the trend. It's not launched yet, but it will be on January 1st, and I want to capture as much of our market as possible. I'm putting together a launch team together to bring this product here, so I want to sit with you and talk. When are you free next week? So again, the key words are basically, it's not launched yet, it's a pre-launch, and putting together a launch team. In the old days, I used to call it the inner circle. In the old days, I say, hey, I'm putting my inner circle together, right? I think a launch team is a better word. And I was kind of arrogant back then, you know? I had all these big teams. I meet with people, I got a big check. Hey, I'm putting my inner circle together, you know, and then you get them in. Everybody wants to be in the inner circle, right? And then I put together, that would make them arrogant. Hey, let's put your inner circle together, right? And that's how I build. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. I kind of like launch team better. Hey, we're going to launch this thing together. But you can use your own word. Doesn't matter. But the point here is, it's not launched yet. That means you're ahead of the news. I want to put together my launch team, and I want to capture my market. Now, we got to talk, right? So it's something as simple. That's how the phone call should go. Like, trust, this, appointment. So are you free next week? Appointment done, done. Now, if someone's not in your city, because I love the face-to-face, I love the coffee thing. But if someone's not in your city, then we're going to use a Zoom call. But we'll get to that a little bit later. So something simple like this will get you going. I'm hearing voices. Everything okay there, Sanaz or Brian?
Everything is muted. Can I just only add one quick thing here, Remy?
Sure.
So I think what's really important about this is that I think we all like to be ahead of trends, right? Would you all agree we all like to be ahead of trends and we like to have first access to products that haven't hit the market?
Breaking news, breaking news.
I'm sorry?
That's what the news always says. There's a breaking news. They want to be ahead of the news.
Exactly. So I think the only thing that I would add to this, Ramin, is that all of you have firsthand of a product that's not only revolutionary, that's got over close to about 25 years of research, 22 patents, exclusive to our Opulence Life luxury lifestyle advisors, and you all have firsthand. So when our CEO says that he would be calling his people saying, I'm putting a launch team together, you know, this is epic. It's monumental. You have firsthand before the Apple is launched or Google is launched. This is the type of opportunity that you have. And of course, once you and your team also get on the products and start to have testimonials, trust me, it's going to take your business to an astronomical level. Back to you, Ramin.
Thank you, Sanat. Yeah, feel free to jump in because this is, I'm just focusing on the material that I want to put out there. So I'm probably missing some other things, so feel free to jump right in. So here is your pre-launch phone call script after your like and trust. And if you go to the next slide, and that's for the business side. So if I'm making a phone call, it's a product call. In other words, it's a product sales, getting customers, right? Which is going to become a forefront of our focus. And the call would go something like this. After I do the like and trust, we need to get together to talk about a new breakthrough in science. It's a high-performing antioxidant product coming out that will take over the health and wellness industry. It's called the Fountain of Life, and it will help and save the health of billions of people. It's not launched yet, but it will be in January the 1st, and I want to show you the clinical test studies. It will shock you. How about next week? So again, you could use your own terminology, but the key buzzwords here, high-performing antioxidants, it is not launched yet. It will save billions. It will change the industry. It will shock you, right? In here, we should put that it has 22 patents awarded to it already. Already. It's only a 22-year creation, discovery. And because when it comes to health and science, folks, when it comes to health and science, 22 years is very, very new. Very new. Because when you talk about ginseng, aloe vera, some of the other things, it's been going on for thousands of years, right? So when it comes to science, 22 years is baby. That's why, I mean, they won't even look at it until it is. So we're so lucky that we are in a pre-launch of this extract. So it's not even, I'm talking about in science world. It's shocking to me now, though. The scientific world, I guess this has become the subject of their major interest because we're getting all of these studies were done by other scientists worldwide. Has nothing to do with our company or even our version of the extract, but they're focusing on lignans. It seems like lignan is the buzzword today. Subject of studies. And I'm here some fascinating things, but we won't get into it right now. But basically, again, if you're calling somebody to make an appointment to sell them the product, so it will go against something like this. We need to get together and talk about a new breakthrough in science. It's a high-performing antioxidant. So don't call it just an antioxidant. Because again, suppose it's antioxidant in apple. One apple a day, keep the doctor away. Well, how about 900 apples in 5 drops, right? So it's not, to call it what it is, it's a high-performing antioxidant product coming out that will take over the health and wellness industry. It's called the Fountain of Life. And it will help and save the health of billions of people. It's not launched yet, but will on January 1st. And I want to show you the clinical test studies. It will shock you. So again, we can take the script and we can run it by our legal team and see if there's anything here, it will help and save the health. No, I think it's fine. It just says, we talked about it's there to protect and preserve, right? Maybe we can change this to, it will protect and preserve the health of billions of people, whatever. But the point is this, the key buzzwords, however you want to do your sentence, the key buzzwords are, it's not launched yet, it's a high-performing antioxidant, the results will shock you. The clinical test will shock you. How about next week? Let's go to the next slide. So we talked about this already. Here's the key points you want to make in your script. Get together with your qualified upline. We call them the My 5, and then the Ultimate 5. If you're new, you want to know what that is? Well, we are on a binary platform. There could be hundreds of different levels above you in a binary tree. Many of them are qualified. Many of them are not qualified. That's what we say, qualified upline. The person who enrolled you into GWT may be qualified, or they may not be qualified because they're still new as well. So when you first come in, the very first thing you want to fill out for that brand new person is the training sheet that we have in the back office that shows who are the My 5, the qualified upline who understand the business and the product, and the Ultimate 5. Those are the top 6-figure income earners and the millionaires of the company, because one lucky factor for everybody in GWT is that you go high enough, all the top leaders and millionaires are in your upline. All right. So going back to key points, pre-launch, putting together a team, inner circle. I call it the launch team. Going global, clinical tests, breakthrough. That is a good word, breakthrough. It's not launched yet. You include these buzzwords in your script. All right, so now we've got an appointment, right? Now we've made an appointment. Well, what do you do in the appointment? Simple. Once you sit down, you build like and trust. And again, in forensic, that is the heart and soul of the whole forensic university. How to create that? And you may have that already with some of your people who are family, friends, associates. Once you've done that, you just basically show. That's it. What do you show? You show the Fountain of Life video and brochure. You start with that. You have your flawless brochure with you. Soon we're going to have a professional flawless video with the actual scientist in it. We're going to have Fountain of Life video. Again, you use tools. Do both placemats for your business tour, but only do the product placemat for your product sales. So if you're showing the product, you only need the product placemat. That's placemat 1, right? Where it gives them some amazing promotions, up to $150 of free product, so they can go buy Flawless, or they can go buy Fountain of Life and get a whole bunch of bonuses. We talk about it in that. It talks about our amazing promotions, our amazing rewards program. If you go on a Smart Buy, which is 3 months on any of our product, you get additional 10% off on everything on our website. There's 3 major promotions on the placemat, for product placemats. So if you're selling product, that's what you use. If you're doing the business tour, you have to do both placemats, which is a product placemat, which is placemat 1, and the business placemat, which is placemat 2. So together, it'll take about 15 to 20 minutes, and you're filling up the form, selling product, and launching shops. 15 to 20 minutes, you're filling up the form, you're selling products, or you're launching shops. This is the business today, how simple it is. You don't need to get lost in 5,000 videos. You don't need to get lost in all these things. You don't. We have some very simple, and on the Opulence website, I know I'm getting off topic now. The Opulence website, Ivy and Danny and these folks have done what an unbelievable job. It is gorgeous. It's contemporary. It's modern. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, and it's beautiful, and it's beautiful, and it's simple. I'm telling you, you're going to have to wait for that, though. It's just, and most importantly, I'm keeping the back office extremely simple with a few tools that you need to go build your business. And then the most important part of the sales process, we have to go back to the basics, and that is doing a 3-way call. Every smartphone has that, right? Every phone has that. Do a 3-way call with your qualified My5, which is your appliance. Now, the My5 may or may not need to be involved in selling products. I guess you'll know based on the conversation. But they need to be involved with every single team member that you're going to launch in your team, launch the shops in your team. Next. So once you do the appointment, remember, you text them, yeah, let's meet. You did the placemat, you did the appointment, we did the placemat, yeah, I'm ready to get started. Now you give them a checklist of things to do, right? Remember, you told them you're putting together a launch team. They're part of the launch team. They're part of the inner circle now. And we want to tell them what they need to do. People will look for your directions often, too often. People launch people and they wait for them to figure things out. Trust me, they're not going to figure it out, nor are they interested to figure out. You know what they're interested in? They're interested to follow you. That's what interested. What you do will duplicate. They will follow you. So if you launch somebody, your next actions is what they're watching. And I'll tell you, if you don't do the right thing, you'll kill them right there. You'll kill them right there. So you want to make sure that the minute you launch somebody, at that moment, every action you take has to be IGA related, conducive to business growth. And if it's not, you just killed that new team member right there. They're not interested to figure things out. They're not interested to go research. They're interested in following you, right? So you want to make sure. So if you're not sure right now, and many of you are not, okay, what do? I just told you what you need to do. I just told you about the text messages. I just told you about the MO. I just told you about the tools, right? The tools. So once we do these type of webinars, folks, you have to take those notes and you have to study it and get your team together. You know, if I was me, if I was you right now on this call, after this call, I'm calling my team and say, hey, I'm putting my launch team together. Although they're already in, doesn't matter. We're relaunching, folks. I get my launch team together and we're going to study what we talked about today. So in any event, number one thing, the checklist. Well, after the appointment, they're going to launch. Preferably diamond because they get all the bonuses, of course, all the perks. 2, we want to talk to them about their launch team list. Immediately at that moment, we're going to get them started. We want to show them how simple this is to make appointments. In forensic, I teach it very heavily. When you show the business to somebody, they're looking at 2 things. Number 1, what's the business? And the placemat will show that. Or the videos will show that. Number 2, how you do the business. And so people don't get into your business. If the ones who don't get in, they're not getting in because they don't like GWT. They love it. There's nothing not to like. Who doesn't like the gorgeous fashion products, age-defying skincare with 106 patents behind it? Who doesn't want that? Everybody loves what they see. If some people don't get in, it's because they're thinking they cannot do what you just did. They can't do it. That's why they put it on hold. They won't tell you that. They'll say, well, I won't think about it. I'm going to talk to my family about it. Whatever. It's because they can't see what to do what you just did. So if you got some fancy way of closing people, I can tell you that's hurting you. That's hurting you because at best, they'll get in and don't duplicate. In other words, die. At worst, they get in, then they get a cold feet, they want to come back and cancel. You want to make sure you keep things extremely simple. So again, what's the business, how you do the business, and how you do the business is, take out your phone right now and text message 10 people with one of these scripts. Have them do it right there. Within 5 minutes, you're going to get 3 or 4 hits. See, you just made 3 appointments. Done. 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 And once the appointment is set, when they're new, you're there with them, you show up, like and trust. What do you pull out? You pull out the FOL and Flawless Brochure, you show them a video, and you do the placemat. That's our job, folks. That's our job. That's our job. That's all we do. We use tools, and we make appointments. That's what we do. Next slide. Some of you say, well, okay, I've been doing this for a little while. I've been with GWT, so what do I say? Somebody said, well, are you new at this? I said, well, Evan, be honest about it. Hey, listen, you know, if you've been with us for 148 years, you know, let's assume you've been here for about 200-300 years, whatever. Doesn't matter. I'm just throwing this at you. It doesn't matter how long you've been here, right? Be honest. Listen, I've been a user of the product, but now with the Fountain of Life and a Fairy Floss age-defying skincare, I am serious. I'm not screwing on anymore. This is too important. I'm out building now. Can we say that? I'm not screwing on anymore? I just did anyways. So the point is this, right? Tell them the truth. You know, I've been here, you know, love the product, use the product, you know, but man, with this thing coming out now, Fountain of Life, I'm serious now. I'm going to take this. I'm going to capture my market. I'm putting together a launch team. I'm going to bring this to my market, to this country. I'm going to expand it globally. There's no time to sleep. When do we ever get an opportunity for a pre-launch of this magnitude? We can't lose this. We can't lose this. We got to do this. That's what I'm calling you Hus Tuesday. I'm going to talk to you about this, right? Or whatever. So Don't hide behind it. Don't let this hold you back, because a lot of times people say, what if they ask, well, you've been in this for 2 years, so, you know, how's it going so far? Yeah, I've been using the product. Amazing. But you know what? Now they got this product coming out, the Fountain of Life. It's the world changer. I'm not screwing around anymore. I want to take action. I want to be part of this growth. So this call, I'm giving you everything you need to remove all the self-made objections and pitfalls so you can get to work. If you get an objection, oh, is this an MLM meeting? Why? Well, because maybe you tried 6 different things already, and GWT is your last gig. But so, is this one of those MLM things? You know where this is going, right? Say no, and you're not lying, and you're not lying. Say no. Let's just meet and catch up. Meet with them, build like and trust, talk about everything but the business. Because you know what people don't like is that, well, you only call me when you want me as a prospect. Not, you know, don't do that, right? Be a friend. Meet with them, like and trust, find out about their life. I can guarantee you, doesn't matter how anti-MLM you are, you're going to want the Fountain of Life. It doesn't matter how anti-MLM you are, you're going to want Very Flawless. Everyone knows people with got eczema. Have you been to the Facebook page for Flawless? Do you see those before and after pictures? We all know people like that. So just find out about them. Have a nice conversation. Talk about anything but business. Along the way, as you're having the conversation, they're going to ask what you do, right? They're going to ask you that. Then you're going to talk about the products only, And along the way, you're going to get a chance. You'll say, oh, by the way, when I was talking to you on the phone, you asked me, is this MLM? Kind of curious. Why would you ask that question? Did you have a bad experience, right? And now you start to have that conversation. So when somebody says it's MLM, say, no, I just want to catch up. If it's a stranger, say, no, I want to show you a breakthrough in science that's going to take over the health and wellness industry. So it's Tuesday, good time. So again, I'm giving you all these little things that could come up. So you know exactly, but see, you seeing it here once is not going to do it for you. You can't hear this call once and get it. You got to get your launch team after this call together, your generation 1, 2, or whoever else is interested. Put your launch team and study this PowerPoint to a T. You can replay this. Leadership in other time zones like Africa, Australia, Middle East, wherever, Asia, this call right now should be replayed and on their time zones and discussed. Like, I don't understand, technology has made things so simple. People say sometimes, many times, well, no, we don't get on those calls because the time zone doesn't work. That's a failure of the leadership. Tony Robbins, Brian Tracy, all these other, even Napoleon Hill, the guy was dead 50 years ago, they still do seminars. Who do you think? Do they bring Napoleon Hill from dead to speak? No, it's done through videos. These are all recordings. So some speaker gets up, host, they play a video, and they discuss it. So we have these recordings here. Leadership, replay it, and discuss it. Tony Robbins, they charge $500 for a ticket, and Tony Robbins, you go to it, he's not even there. He's in his Fiji castle. He's not even on a live stream. You're watching a video that he's done probably 15 years ago, and there's a host discussing it with you. We have that available right here with Zoom. So you need to take this video. You're going to play with your team in your time zone, and you discuss it. It's all there. Next. All right, our plan of action. Our Fountain of Life targets. We want to do 10 text messages per day. 10 per day. And for the next 10 days, that gives you 100 new prospects. That's 100 IGAs right there. Folks, I can guarantee you, use one of the scripts. In other words, hey, we got to catch up. Coffee? Question mark. That's your appointment pitch, right? Hey, yeah, no problem. Tuesday? Good. There's an appointment. It's as simple as that. You're going to find, you're going to get 80% of them, they're going to say, yeah, let's meet. Unless they absolutely hate you, you know. So I give you about 20% for people that just don't want to meet with you, right? You know, we all have that. We all have that. But 80% of people, you're going to text message, hey, you want this catch up? Can we catch up next week? You know, have breakfast? You're going to say, yeah, let's meet. There's an appointment. So now the 100 text messengers, you got 80 appointments. Boy, now your MO box is filling up, doesn't it? Right? Your calendar is filling up. And you meet with them, and we'll be up to, I am expanding this breakthrough scientific products, antioxidants. And again, then you pull out the brochure of Flawless. This is what I'm up to. Putting together a launch team. It all depends. Are you selling them products or are you doing business? Do not turn your customers into business owners. Do not do that. We're going to become a product focus. I want you to get retail profits. Let me explain something to you. From the customer point of view, you meet with them and you're selling a product. They'll buy it from you for two reasons. Number one, maybe they just want to support you. Just to support it. That reason alone, you make a sale. Two, maybe it's a visual product. It's an emotional product. They want the product. So they will buy the product from you. But you throw a business at them, they're not going to get into a business to support you. They won't. And for a lot of people, business is a big decision. So your close ratio on selling products is probably 10 times higher than your close ratio of the business tour. So sell products first, right? Don't turn them into, another thing as well, your people, your own people. When you have a product sale culture, they'll go out there selling products. Why? Because everybody can get behind the product. Why? Because they used it, they saw the result, and whether it's fashion or skincare or Fountain of Life, because they got instant gratification out of that. They got the result, they can get behind it. But for some people, for a lot of people, they're hard for them to get behind a comp plan because they haven't made any money yet. Or even if they made money, because we have this $1 million earners, to them, their story is not good enough. They're wrong. They're absolutely wrong. But to them, I know people in our company who kind of shy to share their testimonials who make $5,000, $6,000 a week. And they still think, oh, maybe it's not good enough. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So the point is this, most people will get behind a product because everybody can get a result instantly. But people have a difficult time getting behind a comp plan if they haven't made money or they don't think they've made enough money. So we want to become product-focused business. So 80% appointment, get 80 appointments, 50% will buy. Guaranteed. Who doesn't have pain? You put a Flawless picture out there, a card, show them the video. It's the 5-minute video we just put out. It's a World Awareness Campaign video. And you're going to get a sale, especially when it comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. You will get a sale. It's priced probably fraction of what it should be priced. There are juices out there full of sugar, glucose, and fructose, and all the stuff that doesn't even have 1% of the effect of Fountain of Life. They're asking $80 a bottle for it, $100 a bottle for it. We're retailing this $50 Canadian, right? If you're outside Canada, it's 15% more, whatever. And this product really should be $200. If this product, you know, if somebody like, I don't know, Estee Lauder put something like this out, or some of the major cosmetic companies put something, they would be charging $200 for this product. So we have it at 50 Canadian, or a little bit more if you're outside Canada. You're going to get a sale, most potent, most important natural health product ever released, 22 patents behind it. When I say 50% sale, I know I'm underrating this. And every one of you I've spoken to, and many of you, you said you have not met anyone who had mentioned Fountain of Life 2 that they said they were not interested. Everybody is interested. And on top of that, we give you a money-back guarantee. On top of that, We give them incentives like the placemat promotion. We give them incentives like being on a smart buy, where you get 10% discount on everything. We give them all these, the rewards program, all these amazing support systems to make sure your customers remain customers for a long time.
Ramin?
Yes.
Can I add something here?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I wanted to add here that we really use super low ratios. Like if only 80 people say yes from your 100, I don't think even half will buy. It will be a lot more than that, but we didn't want to overwhelm you with the information. So I think even if you consider 40 new sales, and if you do this like within a week, because we're thinking 10 days, just do the math. If you're a numbers person, like when you put the numbers to this, it opens your mind, and you think like, oh my God, then the 5,000 a week that you were talking about becomes minimum, right? So I think it's great to let them know, Ramin, that these numbers are very, very low. And even if only 30% of them go into a smart buy, that's 25 new VIP customers that are going to start tapping into the VIP perks. And on top of that, they're going to be rebuying from you month after month after month to build your residual. That's it.
So thank you for sharing. Feel free to jump in, Danny. These are excellent points that obviously Danny is a corporate trainer. She'll be on the road bringing this message to the world with myself and with Tanaz. And so absolutely, those are excellent points. And again, these are under ratios. Because basically what I'm saying is that from 100 text messages that you sent out, and that could take how long? I don't know. If you did that in 10 a day, that may take you, I don't know, 10 minutes a day, 5 minutes a day. You get 25 new VIP shoppers, right? And that's a monthly residual, monthly retail profit for you regularly. We haven't seen this back profit. All right. So this is our plan of action moving forward. Next, please. Our business targets. Text message 10 people per day. Again, that's 100 people, right? And all of that, the business, all that, you're going to find, say, let's assume 80% will make an appointment with you. Hey, Johnny, coffee next week? Yeah, sure, coffee. And let's give it a really low join ratio, really low. We've gone really low with this thing. So we get a 10% join ratio. That's 8 new shops on 100 text messages. How long did it take you to do a text message? Hey, Joanna, breakfast next week? Yeah, sure. So it comes down to, that's why I love text messages. You know why? People don't get results. The main reason people don't get results is because they have no activity. There is no IGA. They're not doing anything. There is no income generating activity because they're afraid to pick up that 250-pound telephone. But everyone can say, hey, Joanne, coffee next week? Yeah, let's catch up. Let's catch up. Working on a project. Want your take on it. Got an idea I want to share with you. Simple. We do this all day long, except we do this with things that don't pay us. We do this all day long, except we never get paid for doing it. You meet with your friends, you're talking about everything. And the stuff you talk about, the stuff that you invented, you talk about things that other people invented, the shoe, bag, news, whatever. You're talking about it, because you don't get paid for it. Now, you're going to talk about an invention, a breakthrough that'll pay you. Next. All right. So now we're going to have a 90-day, right? We talked about the first was a 30-day Blitz for December for the product and a 90-day for January for Opulence. So once you've done this, you get people in. Everyone starts text messaging 10 people a day. That's what we do. We text message 10 people a day, 10 people a day. And that builds up our calendar and our MO box. And we do presentation. We get VIP shoppers. We're launching shops. That's what we do. At the end of 90 days, we're going to have a celebration event. We're going to have a celebration event. Let's call it Opulent Event Celebration, right? Opulent Party, whatever. We did an Opulent Party this year. Everybody loved it. So every 90 days, we work really, really hard on the Blitz and we do a party. And what is that party? It's like a mini convention. A lot of fun. Easy to do. Doesn't matter if you're a brand new person right now in an island somewhere. It's simple. You find a location. You establish a date right on day one. So if I'm putting my launch team together, part of my presentation is that I said, Danny, I'm putting my launch team together, this breakthrough product. We're going to bring this. We're going to capture our markets. And we're going to go out there. We're going to text message everybody. We're going to do appointments. We're going to show them this. And we're going to we launch more shops, and we're going to sell the product. And in 90 days, we're going to be at the Westin Hotel, and we're going to celebrate this with a conference. So Danny knows on day one, hey, we got a target. We're going to build this thing. We're going to have a conference. We're going to have a party. We're going to celebrate in 90 days. It gives us this platform that we're committed to now. It's a mission. Make your people mission-oriented. And who doesn't want to be part of a launch of something that in 90 days you're going to celebrate its success, and you are part of the launch team? So we give them that target. Find a location from day one. You share it. You want to book some strong speakers. People know if you have tons of great speakers, you want to book those speakers. You want to make a poster. And from day one, Bob, you may not know what your speakers are from day one, but as you know who they are, you update this for posters, and you keep passing them out. And you want to start selling tickets as soon as possible. Because, yeah, we're going to Westin Hotel 90 days. And I've checked with them already. It's going to cost us $50 a head. We're going to have a party there. So we're going to sell the tickets for $60. Start selling tickets immediately. And your job is to sell tickets. And every team member's job is to sell tickets. And in fact, here's what we're going to do. As part of the launch team, because now I remember, I text message 100 people. Of 100 people, 8 of them became shop owners, right? All right, eight shop owners. Every one of you buy 10, 20 tickets and sell it to your launch team. So now people are buying in bulk. They're selling them in. As soon as I launch somebody, I say, you know what, Danny? Congratulations. You're my new diamond. You're part of the launch team. Let's go build this text message. You need to buy your ticket right now for the celebration party that's coming out in March. So what's the celebration party? We're going to celebrate because we're expanding this. We'll be expanding this in our markets. And we're going to get everybody together. We're going to come to convention, training. We're going to have a party. So the tickets are $50. You know what? People would love that. You know why? Because people know that you're serious. That people, wow, this is not one of those things. We're actually planning in 3 months down the road where they're going to be at the Westin Hotel. They're going to have a party. They have a celebration. And this is serious. He's not going to take my money today and disappear on me tomorrow. We're actually working towards a major event down the road. It shows how serious you are. It becomes part of the closing process, actually. So everyone's job is to sell tickets. And when you're at the event, you are now immediately, that's something that we don't do very well, and we need to get better corporately as well. When you're at the event, guess what you're promoting and selling? Tickets for the next event in 90 days. So basically, every 90 days, we're having a celebration party. Every 90 days, we're having an opulence party. Every 90 days, there's a conference going on. And we're selling tickets right from one conference to another conference. The best of the best in the world, team, you know this already. They build massive teams in conferences. From one conference to another conference, to another conference, to another conference, to another conference. If your team are not going to the conference, guess what? Your team is not going to go anywhere. This is why I put these cool bonuses now, like the convention bonus in your back office. Well, you only get that when you show up to the conference. Because you have no idea the effect these conferences have on people. These conferences are less about the training, it's more about the experience. Let me repeat this. These conferences are less about the training, more about the experience, the bonding, the memories you'll never, ever forget. And maybe some of our bigger, top earners on this call may want to share some of that, because I'm telling you, the stuff that I remember last 30 years almost in this 28 years, the things that I remember has nothing to do with those companies or the product. You know what it is? Stories that I experienced with my upline, with the company, the cruise. So that's what happens at conferences. it stays with you forever. Because 10 years from now, when you're a millionaire, you're not going to remember the day-to-day things that happen now. What you're going to remember is that one night you sat down with the top millionaire and they say something and that changed your life. So that's why you don't miss conferences. So at a conference, say you're starting a new market, say I'm in Dallas, I'm launching Dallas, put my launch team together, 100 text messages, keep sending them out, making appointments, meeting with them, launching customers, launching shop owners. In 90 days, we're going to be at Dallas Hyatt. We're doing a celebration party. And when we put our team together, celebrations there. At that celebration, we're selling the next tickets for the next 90 days. I'm telling you, that builds the belief of everybody in your team and customers and prospects that this is a serious organization. They're serious about what they're doing. They're already planning 3 months down the road. That means they're not here today and gone tomorrow. Especially some of those islands and some of those places where, MLM is still new and people are very skeptical. They don't understand it quite yet. You want them to understand it? Talk about an upcoming event. And if you're not talking about the upcoming events right now in GWT, could be the next conference call, could be the next conference or whatever. If you're not talking about that to your prospects, guess what? You're losing your prospects. Because this is part of the closing process. People see that you're serious.
Can I add something, Ramin?
Of course.
What I love about these events, it's that they're quarterly. It keeps the momentum going in your organization. And at the same time, I use these events for recognition. Because remember, people join our business either for cash and recognition. So they want to track their success. And you as a leader creating these events for your organization are going to help you track those people, give them the recognition they deserve, so they go for the next level, the next level, the next level. So it gives and builds the momentum all the time of the year.
Terrific. Thank you, Danny. So folks, during the course of the year, we're going to build through blitzes. You're going to do personally, you're going to do multiple 30-day blitz to add more customers and VIP shoppers to your personal team. Of course, you pass on to your team and you do it as a team. So everybody, we got this multiple 30-day blitzes, and you do one major 90-day blitz in a year. Major, where everyone gets together like we are today, and we say, you know what, we're going to do a 90-day blitz. Because in your team, maybe you want to build Dallas, and I want to build Iran, and the resident wants to build St. Lucia. And, whatever. We have this major 90-day blitz, and Renee wants to do China. So we're going to do these major blitzes in the market that we are very interested in. The next slide, please. So have your team. What we're going to do is, again, in Opulence, everything is changing. And we're going to have this thing we're going to call the Forensic Blitz Day. Well, we're going to get together, and everybody, the Forensic MO box, by the way, folks, like I mentioned earlier, is going to become part of the platform of Opulence. People come in, right away you open you order your MO box, let's get you set up, and we're going to start doing trainings. And in the Forensic Blitz Days, what we're basically going to do is that we're going to get together we're going to maybe allocate one Saturday where we don't do any training at all. Well, it'd be like a quick training about what we're about to do. And that is, all right, everybody, there's 50 people in the room, 100 people in the room, groups of 10. And here's what we're going to do. You got Team A, Team B, Team C, Team D, whatever. And all we're going to do, we're going to get on our text messages for the next 30 minutes, and we're going to text as many people as we can, and we're going to see which team is going to make more appointments for this upcoming week, this upcoming month. Like it's kind of fun-friendly little competition. So we're going to finish the day with 500,000-600,000 appointments set for the next week coming up. And boy, talk about getting people to take activity, and activity will lead to results. IGA, and talk about having the months, building up the momentum to that next level. See, in MLM, you're self-employed, so you don't have a boss, so but unfortunately, 99% of us require a boss to be self-functional. That's a good word, self-functional. Fortunately, a lot of people are not. We get consumed by life. We basically attend to what's in front of us and not what we should be doing. Not what's in front of us could be Oprah on TV, but at the end of the day, we need something to keep us accountable. And I absolutely love the Forensic MO box because it sits on your desk. This is not your Rolodex on your phone or none of that. Because you know what? You use your phone with other things. I talk about this extensively in Forensic. When your phone is used for all kinds of social things, it's not going to work for you. You need something that's specific to your business, and the Forensic MO box have one purpose, and that is IGA, income generating activity. And you're going to put that on your kitchen table, and you're either going to do your job, or you're going to have to face the boss every single day and feel horrible. And if you don't do your job, you're going to start to avoid your kitchen table. You're going to try to sneak underneath the table so the box doesn't see you, so you can get to your fridge. I'm telling you. So this is going to be part of the platform moving forward. Next. I want you to also be very clear. This call, I said in the beginning, it's about changing your life from wherever it is in the next 90 days. Completely changing your life next 90 days. See, I can go back. I say, okay, when I first launched GWT, I had my own Blitz. I wanted my own Blitz. You know, and maybe it was more than 90 days. I don't remember exactly, but I know once the business plan was ready, I was on the phone pounding it. Now, those days, again, we used a lot of text messages those days as well because the internet and all, we didn't have Facebook and all that stuff. So those days, while phone was the way we did our business. All right? And I'm not going to joke around with you. We work our buns out. But look what that initial 60, 90, 120, whatever Blitz I personally did has done for me in the last 12 years. And every one of you, some of you guys, not everyone, some of you have similar experience. When you joined GWT, you went like hard. All of a sudden, maybe Sherry and Tammy, they used to be on office every single day. We used to do 2 tours a day. Man, they had people there every morning, at noon, and at 7:30. Renee, I mean, the rest of so at the end of the day, I want this call to change your life next 90 days. So we're going to work our buns out. Next 3 months is all-out massive action. OAMA. We're going to go hard. We're going to have a talk to our family. We're going to have a pledge to ourselves, our family, that you're going to work a ton of hours. Be less social time, less family time. For this 90 days, we're going to change the direction of the house, direction of our life, direction of where we're heading over the next 90 days. Now, you can go do what you do. We can do the 1 hour a day, see what happens. That's fine. You can. That's not what this call was about. This call was about for you to completely interrupt your pattern and set yourself a target. Next 90 days, you're going to change the direction of your life forever. And how you do that? All out massive action. Junk your schedule that you have right now. If you're full-time, you're at 12-hour day, guys. If you're part-time, you're at 6 hours a day. That means after work, you come home, you're working. You're doing appointments for yourself, Generation 1, for other people. You're doing training, Zoom calls, whatever you're doing, text messages, calls, whatever you're doing, you're out there working your buns out. 90 days. I'm telling you, magic happens. Why? Because not only you get a lot of activity, you get a lot of results. What's more important, those results, now they see your work ethic. And they're copying that. I talked about this earlier. What you do will duplicate. So make sure that the new person, they're seeing things in you that's conducive to success. Jim Rohn, for things to change, you have to change. For things to get better, you have to get better. How you are brought you to where you are, right? If you're happy where you are, great. But if you're not, we need to make some changes. I've given you today the strategy, the tool that you need to revisit tonight before you go to sleep, tomorrow night before you go to sleep. You want to go to sleep with these thoughts in your head because your subconscious mind works on that throughout the whole night. When you wake up in the morning, you feel amazing. So I've given you what you need to do. So I think you could do your pace if you want, but I believe, and the best of the best will tell you, you can change the direction of your life within 90 days. Is it worth it? So move everything out of the way. Focus on your MO. In all-out massive action. Again, 90 days can change the direction of your life, and you could be next Raison Rene in 5 years from now. Full-time dad, full-time at home, living the dream. Is it worthwhile the 90 days? Of course, at the end of 90 days, have a opulence party. Whether that's with your My5, or you can do your own, whatever. We do what at the end of 90 days? We celebrate. We celebrate. I'm telling you, people want to come to a celebration party. They know they got to be active. They know they need to be part of the Blitz. So, get up every morning. And we've all done this. We've all done charity work. Time, we go out there, you know, present the hell all of your laptop, your placemats, your cell phone. Present like you're raising money for a monumental world crisis. Present like that. Because what you can do to the world with FOL, with this opportunity, I'm telling you, there's no other platform in the world can help the world like MLM can. And you have the best in front of you.
For me,
next. Yep.
Just before you go to the next thing, I do want to quickly add something here.
Sure.
So one thing I want to make sure that everyone is prepared for is when you're doing your 90-day blitz and you're getting out there. When we did the National Women's Show recently, a lot of, you know what, I have no voice. I'll come back after.
Sure. All right, we're on the last slide here, and we're going to watch the video. If you can, Danny, get that video ready. We're going to watch it. And this call, folks, is going to go a little bit longer. This call is going to go maybe about 20 minutes longer, but do not get off yet, because it's the last 20 minutes that's worth more than the first 2 hours. It's the last 20 minutes where the rubber meets the road. It's the last 20 minutes is where the change happens. All right? So make sure you stay to the end. This is an important call. It's the most important call we've ever had in our history. So stick around, because it's the last 20 minutes that everything we talk about will come to play. So let's talk about this. Here's what I want you folks to do after we watch the video. And we're going to have maybe Sanaz, Danny, whoever, share what they want to share. But here's what I want you guys to do. Every single one of you, get your cell phones ready. Get your phones ready. Doesn't matter where you are. Get your phones ready. And I want every single one of you, okay, to text message 10 people with one of the scripts that we're going to put on the screen. And then I want you to share with us on this call the hits you're going to start to get. I want you to share. All right? So here's the MO moving forward. Every single day, I want you to text message 10 people a day. I want you to add 10 people to the brand new Fountain of Life Facebook page that Sanaz just created. If you don't know, go to the Global Wealth Trade Corporation page, and it's there. Sanaz will tell you how to get there. We have a new page for Fountain of Life. And we're going to have, I know that that page will eventually have 1 million people on it because of the results that's going to flow in once this product starts reaching people's hands. I just cannot wait for the results. Thousands and thousands and thousands coming in every single month from the field, from around the world on this product and on Flawless. So I want you to add 10 people a day to the FOL. These are your potential customers who you want to sell Fountain of Life to. Add them to this chat group. Let them see what's coming. They already know. You've texted them about it. You've talked about this revolutionary breakthrough, the high-performing antioxidant that's going to shock the world, 22 patents. I'm going to add you to a chat group. You've got to see these results. Add 10 people to the Flawless Facebook page that we have. Again, Sanaz will talk about that. And again, You should go visit yourself if you haven't already. I was there. I was shocked. I was shocked. The results are flawless already. There's 1,000 people there already. I want your private message on Facebook or WhatsApp or whatever. 10 people a day with one of these scripts, whether it's for the product or for the business. See, I'm giving you MO. I'm giving you a method of operation. This is what you got to do. This stuff doesn't take long. 10 people a day, you text them. How long does that take? How long does it take to add 10 people to a Facebook page? How long does it take to copy and paste 10 messages to 10 people on WhatsApp or Telegram or whatever on Facebook? I love keeping things local as much as possible because you can meet and share, right? Meet on the coffee shop. I love coffee shop. I love basements. I love kitchen tables. I love living rooms. Show up and you pull out your FOL, you pull out your card, you show them, you mesmerize them with the FOL card, and you pull out the price mat and you fill up a product order form. It's that simple. For global markets, use other tools. We talk about WhatsApp and so forth. So the business model moving forward, it's simple, it's quick, it's fast. So again, why we're doing this? Because again, it's simple, it's quick, it's fast, it generates activity. People are not scared. People will do things. It builds up their confidence, and it fills up your calendar with appointments.
Awesome.
But that's what I wanted to say, Sanaz. I'm done with my slides. At this point, I'll leave it back to you, as well as I like to watch that video because I think it's a damn good video. Again, this is not the final video. I like to call this video and this campaign we just talked about the World Awareness Campaign. The World Awareness Campaign. I will say one more thing, folks. We have about 6 offers right now from individuals from around the world who are ready with their money to buy 2,000 bottles of FOL plus a whole bunch of Flawless to have a distribution center in their country.
Yeah.
But we hadn't even announced this yet, and we get already. Somebody flew in actually the other day, my office on Thursday. They have a group of doctors now who want to start distributing this product all over Africa. Group of doctors. So I'm telling you, we're already attracting a lot of people because we have a doctor who you're going to see on our list of monthly global revenue sharing winners. She went diplomat in a few days, 2-3 days, and she qualified for MGRS. Again, these are the type of professionals that are now going to come in because of the breakthrough that our FOL G3 Eco Extract brings for Fairy Flawless as well as Fountain of Life. So with that, I'll pass it back to you, Sanaz.
Thank you. So the video is ready, Sanaz. Do you want me to play it now for everyone to watch it?
Yes, Danny. First, we'll do the video and then I'll close.
Perfect.
Danny, can you press play, please? Danny, I need you to press play on it. So until I get Danny on, can you guys all hear me okay? Okay, perfect. So one of the big things is that, of course, we're going to be doing is, as our CEO mentioned, we're going to be doing an amazing 90-day blitz. And all of the hard work and effort that you put, we are going to celebrate that every 90 days. It doesn't matter what market you're in. You could be in North America, you could be in Australia, New Zealand, the Caribbean, Europe. We want to celebrate your success and your stories and your testimonials. So, of course, one of the big things that we are going to be doing is we are going to be launching the FOL for pre-orders for all of you. And what I'm going to be doing is this Monday night, I'm going to be giving you more of a training of, excuse me, you got to bear with me in my voice. I'm going to be giving you all a training on all the shipping costs. I'm going to be giving you a training on delivery time. I'm going to be giving you a training on Monday about what you need to know about FOL. If you also haven't joined us on our Monday night calls with our group of scientists, make sure you do that because they will give you all the information that is necessary for you to better understand the research, the studies, the product, what it's all about, so that we can, of course, make sure we take all out massive action. Like Ramin mentioned, make sure if you haven't already done so until we get Danny to get ready for the video. I want to just show you guys, I shared it on GWT Family, and I've also shared it on corporate page, my own page, to make sure that all of you guys know where the FOL site is so you can add yourself on there. I already see many of you adding yourself on. Please make sure you do that because, of course, that's going to connect your team. We are going to do the Monday night call as regular, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so until we get the video up, are you guys ready for me to share with you what some of our rates are for shipping? Yes?
Absolutely.
All right. So we have been working to be able to give you the best shipping. And as you guys have noticed, recently we have changed, excuse me, some of our shipping companies. So we were always shipping only with FedEx. Recently, we have also added DHL. We have added Pure Later. We've also added Postal Service to be able to get the products in many remote areas of the country. So we've added many different options. Delivery times have also changed, but most importantly, our distribution has expanded. So what that means is that we have 3 different packages that we are going to be distributing, and I'm going to be sharing with you all. The first package, it's called basically your personal use package, which is 2 bottles. I apologize. You got to bear with me with my throat. It's 2 bottles. And ladies and gentlemen, I am super, super revved up and super excited that being able to use Postal Service, we have made a decision for the 2 bottles. Are you ready for this? Anywhere in Canada, we will be shipping it. Are you ready? For anywhere in Canada for 2 bottles, it's only $5 Canadian for FOL bottles. Woohoo!
That's nothing. That's nothing.
Woohoo! Absolutely. And of course, if someone is on your customers or on reorders, now they can go on their Smart Buy as a VIP customer. It only costs them $5 to ship 2 bottles of FOL right to the front of their door. So if you wanted to ship it, you can directly ship it, drop ship it to their door for only $5. For North America, United States, it is only $9, ladies and gentlemen, for 2 bottles. And I know my international market is super revved up. International market, are you ready? Drum roll. Only $14 for international market. Woo!
That must be a mistake. That can't be true. That must be a mistake. No.
So again, we have been testing for the past 2 months to be able to give you the most reduced shipping. And you know what? We, of course, have been able to give you that. And we are planning on shipping within 4 to 6 weeks. So the first or second week of January is when shipments will start to go. And we are very, very, very excited. We do also have what's called a couples pack. By the way, all of this will be going online. You'll be able to see it. I'm just verbally telling you what it's all about. We do also have what's called a 6-pack, and it's 6 bottles of FOL. And for Canadian market, anywhere in Canada, we'll be shipping the 6-pack for only $20, ladies and gentlemen. So an entire, family, couples, your kids, your pets can take advantage of that. And for North America, USA, this is only for FOL, by the way. For USA, it's only $25. And for international market, it is only $50, ladies and gentlemen. So if you want to you ready for this? If you want to get what we have as a promotion pack, you order 12 bottles and you will get one for free, which is great because you'll be able to use that as your sampler or people to try it or to test it and so on and so forth. The 12-pack with get one complimentary bottle on that. The shipping, again, is the same. It's basically $25 for Canadian market and $55 for international, and sorry, $30 for USA. So that will be what's called the bulk pack. It's called basically the business builder pack that you'll be able to get. Please note, for any pre-orders, my apologies. Once we launch it, only for pre-orders, you will not be able to use your IA account. It is only using credit card cash purchases. Once I launch it, your credit card will be charged, or you'll have to check mark that you agree upon your checkout. We will be filling orders based on first come, first serve basis. Whoever places their order first will get their delivery first. And our IT team is currently working. They are doing some testing. Right now, as we speak, I've been in communication with them throughout the call. And so they are just doing the final tests to get it ready for the launch. And once it is ready, I will do a Facebook Live on our corporate page, and we will be getting it ready. Now, when it comes to combining FOL with your other products in the month of January, we will do that after pre-orders are done. It is only for the month of December that FOL, much the same like Flawless, will be done independently. So I just want to see if there's any questions. I will cover a lot of this stuff on the Monday night call at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On Monday, we will be doing our product call as normal. It's about FOL. We will be doing the training as well, so that you will understand, of course, the product, the shipping, the rates. My graphic team will also have all of your posters ready as well. When it comes to placing orders, I know you are all excited, and we are going to be, like I mentioned, I will be doing a Facebook Live on our corporate page this weekend. We will be launching it. So you will be able to place your pre-orders. You will be able to place your, of course, product this weekend. And I know it's nighttime in many of your markets. One other thing I do want to make sure that you understand, we have more than enough demand for supply. So do not panic. Do not tell people we're going to sell out today. We are not going to sell out. We have product for you. We have, of course, we are ready for your pre-orders. We have been working around the clock. I guess that's why I've never got my voice back fully. It's just been a full gear into momentum, going. And, of course, the last thing I want to share with you, do not miss January 2nd, our New Year's call. It will be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, January 2nd. A flyer will go out this week, and that will be the new birth, new beginning, new start of not only the new year, 2018, and the number 8 in numerology stands for new starts, new beginnings, ladies and gentlemen, but also, God willing, our Opulence Corporation. And you know what? When you hashtag Opulence, we've been talking about it in the office. This is our new hashtag for Opulence, just so you guys know. Many people do the heart. Opulence is this hashtag for our new millenniums as well. So I'm super excited. I'm super revved up. Make sure you don't miss the call. I am here to answer any of your questions. Danny, if you want to do that video as well, I'm not sure if we're ready for that.
Give me one, Senator, I want to mention one thing.
Yes, for me.
Go mention one thing here. First of all, folks, no, you cannot do group shipping with FOL, because remember, we wanted to make sure that every single one of you, no member left behind. We want to make sure that we make Flawless and FOL available to every one of you in every country. So it's for personal consumption only. So I want to make sure we talk about that. Now, it doesn't mean you can't order in smaller batches and serve some customers. It's fine. I'm just saying, though, unless we open up distribution center in your country where we can order whatever, we want to make sure you all have access to it. You can put, with these shipping rates, you can put multiple orders separately. But if it's more than certain numbers, the customs is going to question the personal consumption.
Yes.
So if you get a call from customs, it's for personal consumption. You just want to use it. It's not for resale. If we were to do resale, it's a different set of rules. Now you won't have access to it until we get it approved in your country. So don't blacklist your country by telling people you're buying this to sell it. This is no different than you ordering from eBay or Amazon. You order for personal consumption, it's fine. But when it comes to resale, your country wants their taxes, right? So now you're subject to a bunch of stuff. So I want to make sure to bring that up. Because of that, we don't allow bulk shipment on FOL or on Flawless. That's one thing. Second thing, the question comes up, can we use our IA? Eventually, yes. Not right now. This is the first batch. We want to make sure, because some of you guys got lots of IA. So I've limited the orders. It has to be cash. I've also limited the orders to one case of 24, I believe, right, Sanaz?
No, Ramin, because of the fact that we want to do the personal consumption, the maximum cap that we have is 12 bottles that they get the one bonus.
Perfect, right. So now, not only it's already way underpriced, we even throw in, this is, by the way, this is a pre-launch promotion. We don't know if it's going to be around. It's a pre-launch promotion. And be very, very clear on this. We know we're going to get overwhelmed with orders, and our people are amazing. And so, but it is first come, first serve. So people say, when can I order? Well, it should be up and running today. It should be up and running today. Just keep checking, keep checking, keep checking. And based on when the orders come in is when we start to process the orders, when we have the FOL in our warehouse. So if it's in our warehouse, packaged and bottled in 30 days, and we arrive in 30 days, we start to fill the orders from the first order on. So you want to be one to just get on, place your order for your customers as soon as you can, meaning today. Back to you, Sanaz.
Thanks, Ramin. So many of you, I do want to clarify a couple questions. As lifestyle advisors, for those of you who are wondering, your cost on the FOL is only $35. This is an introductory offer that, of course, we have. And so the $35, when you order 2 bottles, of course, now that becomes $70, and it only costs you $5 for Canada, $9 for US, and $14 for international. So we are super excited about that. Like Ramin mentioned, this is only for personal consumption. That's also why we have put a cap on how many orders you can order to start with. I do want to let you all know, FOL will be, the pre-order button does exist. It will be launched today. As soon as I finish this call, I'll be on the phone with our IT team. We got some more final tuning, and in the next couple of hours, I'll do a Facebook Live. And when I do go on Facebook Live, just know that we are ready for you to place your reorders and, of course, the launch. But most importantly, you have 4 more weeks till January to do the 90-day Blitz that our founder and CEO taught you, which means that you got to do a lot of calls. You got to do a lot of follow-ups. You're going to get a lot of yeses. You're going to get a lot of no's. You're going to get a lot of maybes. You're going to get a lot of follow-ups. So get your forensic box ready. Get your notebook ready. If you want change, if you want to take your income to the next level, this is your opportunity to do so. This is your opportunity to change your destiny. This is your opportunity to change your future. This is your opportunity to break out of your chicken list and to break out of your chicken shell and start to call people. And you know what? What is the worst case scenario? Someone says, no, thank you. And you know what? You move on to the next person. Remember, you joined this opportunity because of yourself, because of your family, because of your kids, because of your why. So now it's your time to go out there and shine. Now it is your time to go out there and prosper. Now it is the time for you to go out there and create your story. Today is the new day for you to flip to that blank page and to write that new page for yourself of what you want to achieve, what you want to target. And you know what? We are here to stand beside you. We are here to support you. We are here to build with you. And we are here to grow with all of you. So I hope you guys are as excited as we are. I hope you guys can see our excitement and hear it in our heart and soul, because if we are excited after all these years, you guys need to be excited about your opportunity, about this revolutionary product that is about to hit the market, that is about to change health, that is about to preserve your health, and that is about to take your income to the next level, ladies and gentlemen. So let's build momentum. Let's get out there. Call your customers, text them, and I look forward to seeing you guys all on the Monday night call. Now, I will stay back if you guys do have questions. Thank you, everyone. And you know what? I'm so ready. All right. I got my voice back all of a sudden when I got excited. You notice that? And I'm hot. Woo! All right. What are some of the questions that I have that I can answer for all of you? By the way, if you do want to see the video, go on our FOL site. The video is right on there. I want to congratulate Danny and, of course, our founder and CEO. They did such a great job on that interview. It's sweet, simple. Abdulia, I want to congratulate you. Abdulia is already translated into Spanish, so we're going to do subtitles in Spanish and get that ready. I know she wants to dominate the Latino market.
It's also done in French, Sanat. It's also done in French.
Kevin has done it in French, so we can give it to you also in French. So we are ready for global domination. Woo! All right, now that I got my excitement out. Ramin, Danny, did you guys want to add anything?
No, we're ready to go. I want to watch the video, but if you have something else, by all means.
Well, you know what? Let me see if I can get the video on my screen here.
Okay, perfect. If not, I can just be host, and then I will be able to share the screen.
All right, let's do this. Share screen. Okay, can you guys all see my screen?
Yep.
Yes. Can someone give me a thumbs up? Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome, awesome.
Yes, I can.
Add the volume.
Well, I'm really, really happy to be here with you. I feel very blessed to be able to ask you these questions because I think the world wants to hear everything from you. And sitting here with Ramin Mezgerlou is just an honor. And for me to ask you, you know, this past 12 years, you have had an amazing, amazing success in the fashion and then the beauty, but now health. Fountain of Life is coming actually to the real world. Like FOL is going to be in the market soon, and I can't wait for you to share how this product is going to be impactful for the health in people's lives. Tell me about it.
Well, Daniela, it's a special time in our company. And the story started when I was looking for one product that I could use. As you know, we work long hours. And as I approach the half a century mark, from the athletic background, I have some aches and pains in my body. I'm very healthy, but I just needed one thing that I could use because I found it was very difficult to, you know, every time I went to a nutritionist, as you know, I come from a nutrition background for 30 years, you typically have to take 10 pills to accomplish one thing. And so I'm not the type of person that could take pills, so I was looking for one product. And so I asked our formulator for our age-defying skincare line, Very Flawless, and he mentioned the key ingredient is the best ingredient used internally. And then I started looking into it. It was absolutely mesmerized by the whole story, that how scientists have been, you know, completely fascinated by trees. And the whole story makes so much sense because trees are big, they're strong, they can withstand environmental hazards that vegetables can and fruits can. And we all know that the DNA in the fruits and vegetables and herbs are good for us. That's why everyone says, you know, have fruits and vegetables. But the fruits and vegetables are also very fragile. So if the DNA of the fruits and vegetables good for us, imagine being a tree, because it's very strong. It can withstand a lot of environmental hazards.
You know what, Ramin, just to go back in reference to what you just said, I have this document here that tells me that 5 drops a day equals in amount of lignans of 900 cups of apples. I don't think anybody can actually eat that. So 255 cups of lettuce in just 5 drops. So the concentration is so powerful that 5 drops a day can make a difference to protect and preserve your health. I think this is huge. Everyone needs to understand that there's no way you can get this concentration from your fruits and vegetables, and you just mentioned that. So 5 drops a day lignin concentration equals this amount of food. I think this is completely going to change and revolutionize how health is going, how health is facing.
The spruce tree happens to be the superstar of all trees. Why? Well, they last a long time, even in Canada, where we have minus 40 degrees Celsius in weather. But every other tree loses its leaves and it's all yellow, or they got no leaf left. The spruce tree is still green and happy, has no clue it's minus 40 degrees. So the scientist is always very fascinated. What keeps the spruce tree? What protects it? Most trees, if you chop one of the branches, it could die. Now the spruce tree heals itself. And the VIP of the spruce tree is a Norwegian spruce tree, where it goes, they last thousands of years. They go extremely high. So the key part was getting the ingredient of the DNA, and that's what our ingredient is. 22 patents behind it. And when you look at a clinical test, I'm talking lab clinical tests, and we all know about things like, lignans and antioxidants. I mean, for the past 30 years, antioxidants has become a buzzword. And we take the clinical test. How strong is our extract versus things like flaxseed or even goji berry, and all these things have become real buzzwords of the industry. And you see that our extract is up to 100 times more potent than those things that are buzzwords today. It was just an incredible thing, hence its name, the fountain of life. If you only had to use one product to protect and preserve health, this is it. So I started using it when I'm healthy, but I start seeing significant results within like 5 to 6 weeks. So this is why we're so excited, and we're going to bring this product with to the world. We know it's going to absolutely impact the world. I can't wait to get this product to places like Africa. Because one of the key benefits of our product, not only it's the most potent antioxidant known to scientists, it's also antimicrobial. It's anti-inflammatory, and who doesn't have pain? So the product is not designed to cure anything. It's designed to protect and preserve your health. And I'm really excited to get back the feedback from all these folks when the product is released. From all around the world, the impact that this product is going to have on people's health. So with that, it is a special time in our company history.
Well, I don't know if that doesn't make you emotional. What is going to make you emotional, right? Great job.
I think this video will get you lots of pre-orders, folks. Let me focus you on this. Let me refocus you in the beginning of this call. 100 pre-orders this month. 100 pre-orders this month for every single one of you. I just saw a note. Somebody said I just got 3 pre-orders. Congratulations. So now and then look into the notes. There's probably a whole bunch of people already getting appointments and pre-orders. So 100 pre-orders in December, folks, for you. And the very last thing I want to do, Sanaz, I want Danny, go to that page on the slide that I give some of those text message scripts, basically, hi, how are you, lunch, breakfast. Put that on the screen. I want everybody on this call, this is the end of the call. I want you to text message 10 people, use one of those scripts, and report to us immediately that, oh, I just got a confirmation. I just got confirmation. This could be as simple as, hey, John, we got to catch up next week. Breakfast? Question mark. Yeah, let's get together next week. Great. There was your appointment. Report back. I want everyone to know, booking an appointment is as simple as a 10-word text message. And once you got the appointment, I give you the tools, how the appointment is going to go. And the appointment is much easier than getting the tour is much easier than getting the appointment because of the tools that we have. So I want, if you can get that slide up, Danny, that I give you some example. Use your own if you want. You don't have to be Ramin. You could be you. But I want you to text 10 people right now on your phone. People say, who do I text to? Start this letter A. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know, just basically, as long as you know them, let's start with people that we know, right? And for quick, just so you know how quickly you can start momentum in your team. Back to Sanas.
Thanks so much, Ramin. I'm going to get Danny to post those script. Excuse me.
Yeah, sorry, because we got cut off. I am not host, so I can't share my screen.
Give me 1 second. I will make you host. Can you talk one more time?
I can talk. So let me see. Still saying no.
No, hold on 1 second.
So it's super excited. The team here is BAMmed and they are excited to go to work. I'm looking at them. They're all sending text messages from the table and it's awesome. The momentum we're going to be getting from every single one of you. So, don't get discouraged, whether it's 1, 2, 3, 5, 100, 500 pre-orders, just think of your numbers. And next week you go and do your best. So if you got 5 pre-orders, then the next week you go for 6. And then the next week you go for 7. So it's always, small bites that, you can accommodate in your schedule. You can accommodate in your rhythm. So I personally love that. So,
Annie, for some reason, I cannot. Sherry, can you try to see if you can do that?
It says host disabled attendee screen sharing. So I can't screen sharing. Because I guess you have to disable us because
Danny, okay, Danny, we could hear you. Just share with us. Just read it. There's only a few things there anyways, and people can make them. Just read it.
Of course. Let me just get it right here. So what we're trying to share with you is just what we call the text message script. Yeah. Give me 1 second. Please bear with me. So when you are sending a text message to your friends, you say, hi, Jack, what's your schedule next week? Let's catch up for coffee. You want to get together with you this week? What about Monday at 7 p.m.? I'm coming to your area. Are you around? I love that one. Hi, Jill, breakfast soon. Let's catch up. I'm free Wednesday morning. So remember that you are going to serve your customers. You're going there without your head in the space. You're removing the $ from your space. It's all about the customer. So when you are there, how Ramin taught us today, you are building like and trust first, all the time. And then at some point on the conversation, you're going to be able to tell them, when they ask you, oh, is this an MLM thing? You can say, no, let's build a like and trust. And then, by the way, you mentioned, is this MLM on the phone? Why did you say that? Clear up the space with the person. Don't go there with the intention of selling them something or showing them the opportunity. Until you feel comfortable, the space is open. Oh, by the way, you can just share it right there. You see, so if you're going to be doing text messaging, is the simplest thing. As soon as you get the response and they are opening the door for you, you can just throw the appointment there. Remember, the hardest part is to do the appointment. Doing the presentation, you guys are experts on the presentation. Don't overwhelm people with the information. They just want easy, simple, fast. And when I share on the webinars is you have 2 options. You become a VIP shopper and enjoy the product, or you open your online shop. What's best for you? And you let them choose. We are happy with our customers. We have to love our customers, service them, and be out there for people. If you are not out there to help your customer, to support them, to find the products that are right for them, they feel abandoned. Okay, so I think this is super important, Ramin. So it's just, you know, getting in touch with people. It's easy to book coffees, easy to book breakfast, and then you target the people to your time. You know, I always teach you guys to work smart, not hard. You can be inviting your guests, example, for the tours. You know, if there's a Wednesday night tour in your area or a Monday night tour, and then that way they bond with the community. They understand that we're a family, how we all work together. So it helps you as well too with, you know, having more people at the same time. So would you like to add anything else?
I just want people, I hope you're texting right now, 10 people right now. You should be texting one of those things that Danny was talking about. Let's text away, folks, and report right away in the chat. Hey, I just got a confirmation. I just got a confirmation. We'll give you 5 minutes, and by then you should have some confirmation, and just share it quickly just so everyone can see, and we shut the day down. It's been a good day, and we got lots of work to do. 100 pre-orders, folks, in December for you. Let's go. It starts with these text messages.
You should see my team in the office. They're all texting. Ding, 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 ding. That's awesome.
It's the way to be. I know somebody earlier in the chat group wrote, hey, I just got 3 pre-orders. I don't know who it was. If you go in the chat, there's a whole bunch of them already there.
Actually, you know what? I saw someone say, let's do a challenge and see who can get 1,000 pre-orders first. I love that one.
Absolutely.
He said he would be the first one, actually.
Oh, nice.
He said, if we do a challenge for 1,000 bottles, I would be the first one getting it. So I love those challenges, you know, because you're not competing with the other ones. You're just becoming a better version of your own self. So I love it. Rez, I got 5 confirmations. That's awesome already. Carmel got 3 confirmed. That's awesome. Let's see. Share in the chat.
You know, yeah, maybe we'll do $1,000 bonus for 1,000 pre-orders.
That's our CEO. Oh my God! You just throw in bonuses. Let me make sure I write it down, because then Monday I get bombarded. Like, what happened?
No, don't write it down. Don't write it down. You're gonna remind me later.
There is a message there I would like to answer in the chat that says, can you share with us more about the patents and how long has this been in research? All the research studies are in the FOL.1 website. So if you have a person that's very, you know, analytical and they want to have all the information and that's part of their personality, remember we have had training on your personality types, make sure you send them to the right resource. So the
text
website—
away, folks. Text away. I will tell you this with regards to this. Don't get too scientific. You know what? Do not get too scientific. It doesn't matter. Here's the best part. The doctors that we have are talking about, you know why they got so excited? They never asked us for anything. They did their own research on lignans. And they said the more we research lignans, the more excited we became the fountain of life. Because right now, lignan is the vitamin C of the 19th century or 18th century. That's to the scientists. And we have the exclusivity on the most potent, the most complete lignan source on the planet. So congratulations to all of you.
You know, Ramin, I want to share that Sarah Wang, she's like, I'm at the clinic and I mentioned chronic pain while I was on the call and the guy gave her the money right away. That's
exactly.
awesome.
Exactly. Now, folks, it's important. Managing expectation. Don't kill your customers by over-promising. Remember what we say, protect and preserve health. Will there be some amazing side effects that I've been noticing and other people have been? Of course there will be. You can't put all this amazing stuff in your body, you know, and if you have some condition, but everyone will be different because we all have different deficiencies. So what it will do for me, it might not do for you because you don't have that deficiency. What it will do for you might not do for me because I don't have that deficiency. So we can't say it's going to do these things for everybody, and it doesn't. And then the benefit they are getting, now they're not even noticing, which is the #1 benefit, is to protect and preserve health, to go down and hunt down those free radicals that's causing cancers, causing heart disease, you know, all of the stuff. The main benefit of antioxidant is to protect and preserve your health, your brain, your DNA, all dementia, all those things. So we want to make sure we manage expectation. And of course, it will, with that will flow thousands and thousands of amazing testimonials, but don't make promises because you will kill your order.
Yeah. Can I add something, Ramin? Nora is asking, what is the script to book for Zoom? So what I use is like, are you open for an online coffee? I just have coffee with my friends online because they don't live in Canada. So I build like and trust first, and then they go, yeah, great, let's do FaceTime or Zoom or whatever. You know, start building the like and trust same way as you would do on a coffee, but you're just doing it through Zoom. So there is no script. It's like, I'm just like, you can use the same script that Ramin used for text messaging. And I'm gonna read it again for those of you. Give me 1 second.
What I would do for online, folks, I get people online and I would click on the video first, have them watch the video. Then I would do a quick placemat presentation online. Now, right now, we can do that in the PowerPoint format. We could use it in a video format, or we can come up with other ways. I personally, how I do it on Sunday night is that I basically have a good conversation with them. The video is visual enough. I have a good conversation with them. But if you like, we'll have other videos about the placemat. I think we already have one, as well as you can use a PowerPoint or create something your own. I love placemat because it's simple. And remember, people look at two things. Number one, what's the business? Number two, how you do the business. So keep it simple.
Mm-hmm. The one thing I add, Ramin, is if they ask you why, I'm working on an important project and I want your take on it. And then they are excited because they feel important. They actually feel that you're actually asking them for their opinion. So I love that. So Tammy's sharing, she just sent her 15th text and I already have 2 confirmed appointments.
Woo!
That's awesome.
What I'm talking about.
That's all. If you do this every day, you know, choose 10 different people, even people you haven't talked to in a while, or your friends in Facebook, you know, let's catch up.
That's why I want to do this exercise. Everyone can do this. Sonia, got 2 Zoom Global Launch Team confirmation. Congratulations, both in Canada. Wonderful, still going. Just set 4 online appointments now from Paymon. Good job, Iran. Look at this, guys. Does it work or work? We do have this call recorded. Daniela, make sure that it's readily available to everyone. We got to get this call out, this link.
Awesome, yeah. People can go to a training playlist on YouTube, and it's available there for them.
Abdulia sent 8 text messages, confirmed 2. 1 in Mexico, 1 in my area, California.
Woo! Let's rock it!
Paymon, he said he got appointments in Turkey, UAE, Lebanon, and Tajikistan. It works everywhere, folks. And this is what, in 5 minutes? That's what I'm talking about. Over the next 90 days, you're going to change your world, change your life. Next 90 days, we're going to get you off the couch, and we're going to get you on your dreams.
The phones are ringing.
5 appointments. This is Ronan. There you go. Wonderful, Ronan. Thanks for sharing. Junior, just confirm 1 more lunch meeting. Look at this go. Look at his activities. Okay, folks, I'm going to tell you this. Imagine 10 people in your team, each put out 10 texts. There's 100 approaches, 80% acceptance. That's 80 appointments in your team. What if you got 100? That's 800 appointments in your team next week. Look at the conversion ratio at 25%. You'll have hundreds of VIP shoppers, customers, and shops launch every single month just by starting this new culture. Just got a credit card for an order from Reza. I have 1 confirmation in Dallas. Trevina. Wow, Australia is booking in Dallas. Awesome. Look at Ronan, 12 texts, 5 appointments already. What's this, like 5 minutes? Team, you have your platform. You got the tools, you got the knowledge, you got the PowerPoint, you got the video, you got everything. I'm telling you, if you don't revisit this tonight with your team, by tomorrow, it's kind of there. In a couple of days, you'll go back to your normal self. Don't do this to your dreams. It's a 90-day blitz that starts today. You are to send out. Go back to that slide. You are to send out. Remember what I said? 10 text messages every single day. You put it in your phone, give you a reminder, get your MO box. 10 new text messages every single day. You add 10 people to the FOL Facebook page. Add 10 people to the Flawless Facebook page. If you don't know where that is, call your qualified My5. Get on it now. Not in an hour, now. You got to see what is in those chat groups. A couple of days ago, I got a new study about lignins. And I actually, my product development for FOL, David sent me a new study about lignins. And I posted it on the FOL page. You got to go read it. It'll mesmerize you. So get on there, add 10 people a day, as well as private message people on Facebook, WhatsApp. Again, that's your MO. You're going to spend a good, a good hour or two on responses, sending out messages. You're going to put in 4, 5, 6 hours a day on doing presentations, tours, follow-ups on your generation 1, 2, Sparks, anywhere. That's your job over this 90 days. Your actual PR time, it doesn't take long. It's quick. But where it's going to take time is when you fulfill those appointments, and that's going to take 5, 6 hours a day, so be it. It's 90 days, folks. It's a 90 days. We're going to start 2018 in a completely different mode.
You know, Ramin, Nando's here in the office too. He already got confirmations as well. I have a powerful team, 9 distributors here, and it's super exciting. They're all in their phones. I already took photos of them. They're all texting.
It's appointment confirmed in Florida, and Montreal and Toronto. Total of 3 confirmed. Good job, Sandra. Good job.
So, Ramin, while everyone is doing their calls, one thing I do want to reiterate, and I'd like for you to reiterate this as well. Of course, with all the appointments that people set, with all the products that they sell, are they going to get volume for all these orders?
Of course. But the CV will get pushed up when we deliver to the product. Of course, of course, of course.
So, ladies and gentlemen, imagine your pending volume that you could accumulate in December, and cha-ching, new year, new opulence, payouts. So
I got excited here.
Yeah, the more texts that you do, the more calls that you do, the more orders that you get, the more pending volume, the more volume, and guess what that means?
Ka-ching, ka-ching!
The chat group is going crazy with all the appointments. Now, folks, obviously you see the hardest part of this business is that simple now. Now, don't ruin your credibility by making these appointments and not keeping them up. Remember, right? And sometimes you may have to go back and reschedule it because something comes up, and that's normal. But you want to make sure that you jump on this immediately when they book appointments. Hey, listen, looking forward to seeing you at Starbucks tomorrow. Make sure that you show up with your tools. You need the placemat. You need the FOL card. You need the Flawless brochure. Place an order if you don't have it. Do it like now. Go place your order. You want these tools when you meet with them.
I do want to reiterate one more thing. When you and your customers start to place your pre-orders today, we will not be delivering until 4 to 6 weeks, which means January, which means do not promise customers, oh, you'll have it before Christmas. It's going to be in the new year. 2018 is delivery.
Oh, this is funny. I just saw this one. I love the New Zealand approach. Hey, bro, want to catch up for a feed? For a feed. I love that. I think that'll work in Canada.
You got to love the Aussie New Zealand team. They're the down under team.
I love
By
that.
the way, we're going to be also starting to do a product call on Mondays in Australia, New Zealand as well at a different time zone. So that's going to be starting in December. So very, very revved up for that as well.
Ramin, Sanaz, I don't know if you can hear me, but
We can, Ronan, we can. Go ahead, buddy.
It's 4:37 in the morning. I'm finding myself finding SMSs like a madman. You guys are great because you closed the massive loop today because so many people were asking me about shipping, and now I'm just SMSing them. I said, you asked about shipping, how about that number? And they're just falling off their chairs because I told everybody that I estimate at least $25 to $30 per bottle when it comes to international, and you just killed us all. So, I mean, really, no time for sleep. That's why I was less interactive on the call. I'm just too busy approaching. This is too big to miss. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Ronan. And listen, we're hopeful. Our Sanaz's team, they work extremely hard to get new solutions. Now we're going to pretty much anyone that has the word shipping in their company name, we're calling. Because we find is that maybe FedEx is not strong in one area, DHL is, or maybe Purley is somewhere else, or FedEx or UPS is somewhere else, or Johnny's shipping, maybe they use camels in that part of the world and somehow that's cheaper. We're basically using any platform we can get, and we're hoping that it remains that way, and we're hoping that the VAT and duty charges don't come back to kill us. So right now, whatever price we get, we pass it on to you, and hopefully that remains that way. And if there's going to be a change, there'll be a change. But as of, this is the best information we have. And think about it as well. In the US alone, there'd be like 500 different zones, for example. And so although we look at major cities that we ship to, we may have an area in the US, for example, like Hawaii or somewhere in Idaho or somewhere in Alberta in the rural areas where the price of shipping is 3 times more than Chicago itself. So we don't know those things. There's no way for us to know that. But the major cities, our team have done a good job. They're opening up all of these other companies. It's a lot of work, guys. It's easy to go with one company and then just charge you the shipping and you pay more because FedEx is not strong in this part of the world. We're not doing that. We're calling anybody who does anything with shipping and see how we can get you the best price that's possible, and hopefully that these prices remain. Another thing that our team is doing as well is that they're changing boxes. Because, for example, with FedEx or with UPS, if you use their particular box, it's cheaper than if you use a regular brown box. Again, you have no idea how much art and knowledge goes into the shipping aspect alone, and to make sure we get the absolute best deal for you guys.
I've worked with you and Sanaz now for almost 4 years, and I know if anybody can get anything done, you guys will probably get camels delivering FOL everywhere in this planet. So I'm not surprised.
Well, you're not that far away. There's a part in part of Canada in the north where there is actually no proper transportation, and the only way to get the FOL to them is through skidoos in the winter. Literally through skidoos. That's how the mail gets there. So you're not far off.
Yeah, it's actually through canoes and Eskimo sleds, snow sleds. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you guys are all oh, sorry, who is that?
That's Michelle Magenta. Thank you.
Oh, you are most welcome. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we are on this call, I'm seeing my IT team. They're running the final test for the orders, for the rates, and we're getting closer and closer to, of course, the launch. Make sure, as this call ends, you continue to do your texts, to do your calls, to continue to follow up. If you do have questions about the product, visit us on Fountain of Life, FOL.1, FOL.ONE. I'm going to put it in the chat group. Sonia, can you put it in the chat group for me? You're very good at that kind of stuff.
Sanaz, there's a question here we need to address. There's a question, can FOL control diabetes? Folks, FOL doesn't control anything. What it does is protects and preserves health. Get that right. Don't get yourself in trouble with the authorities. However, we have given you actual clinical studies on not on FOL, on antioxidants. On antioxidants. So, and that, one of the benefit, major studies are done on antioxidants, that it controls diabetes. So do not say FOL does anything. Talk about antioxidants. And of course, our product happens to be the most potent antioxidant known to scientists. So don't attribute any type of health benefit or cures or diseases to FOL, the fountain of life. Just talk antioxidant and show them your product.
Thank you for clarifying this. That's great. Thanks.
The government gets very, very, very edgy with those things, and we want to stay on the safe side.
And I appreciate the integrity. That's one of the reasons that I'm signed on, and thank you very much for that.
You're welcome.
So Ramin and Danny, I am actually just showing the FOL site. For those of you who have never seen it, you get a chance, you get a chance to see what is FOL, explore the power and the benefits. We'll take you through all of the studies, whether it's protecting your health, your DNA, defending against dementia, diabetes, hair health, prostate health, etc. Please make sure you visit. It's in the chat box. You guys can visit it.
I love this message from Jessica. 6 messages sent. Woohoo! I'm so happy with myself. Action all out. Good for you, Jessica. Good for you. That's exactly what I'm talking about, folks. A lot of people who are afraid to pick up the phone, now they're taking action because it's fast, it's easy, it builds up your confidence. You get less rejection, and then you start getting results. Good for you, Jessica. Keep it rolling. Every day, 10 a day.
Hey guys, Michelle Magenta here again with under Faye Johnson. I've got a Facebook event created before this call even started. I did last night. We're on next Saturday here in Belleville, Ontario, doing I've called it Winter Opulence. So I'm really excited to be able to be on this call and be able to have more, as you say, ammunition to be able to educate and share the wealth of this product for everyone, and to improve the quality of life for everyone that will come. And work in the Facebook Messenger and text as well. So I've got.
Awesome. Good job, Kester. 4 appointments this evening in my house. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Somebody said they did some research on lignans and how lignans restore immune system. Can we say that? Anything you can find on lignan and antioxidant, you can use. Just talk about lignan and antioxidant, and of course, then present your fountain of life.
Maria just got 2 appointments today.
Awesome. Good job.
I mean,
because I wanted you guys to see that how easy it is, and for many of you, this might be the very first time you're reaching out. So now it's out. You know how simple it is. But remember, you have to do it every day, consistency. You got 90 days. You got to go and change your world over the next 90 days. Rene Liaz made millions because when he first got in, although part-time, literally he was putting in 8 hours after his job when he was working for TELUS. And look at him 9 or 10 years later. So the next 90 days can change your life. Sherry, Tommy, the same thing. So again, the millionaires today, because of the blitz that they've done, you've got to be consistent.
Ramin, what were the number? You said 22 patents, and then there was a number that you said for studies. Please repeat that.
Well, there's on Fountain of Life, the ingredient, which is FOL G3 Echo, and that one where there's 22 patents already awarded to it. But when it comes to very flawless, Not only we get the 22 patent for Very Flawless, we also got the very special microsilver out of Germany, which has 84 patents on it. That's it. So Very Flawless has 106 patents awarded to its premium grade ingredients. And I don't think this is not something folks you'll find on the street. This stuff is premium. This stuff is proven. So you need to start using it. When you use it, you see results and you share it. What you're sharing is not the product. What you're sharing is your experience, is your results. So you need to be on the product to have the experience to share.
Thank you. And you mentioned how many scientific studies on FOL? Thank you.
Oh, tons. It's been going on for 22 years. I have no idea. Tons. I mean, we look beyond the FOL studies now. Every day I get some type of study from the spruce extract that some lab in Germany and Finland or somewhere, the scientists are looking at spruce extract, and there are multiple extracts. We happen to have all 7 in ours. But we see studies with extracts, one especially a lab out of Germany, and they're preparing a product, I guess, for medical use. And when we look at their studies, you absolutely get floored the type of claims that they're making on that extract that they're using, which comes off the spruce and has a scientific name. And that scientific name extract is one of the 7 that we have in Fountain of Life. So it's not even about the scientific studies that we have done and we continue to do over the past 22 years it's been done. We are benefiting from much larger companies now who are focusing on the spruce trees. So the future, everyone is working on our behalf because right now lignin is the buzzword in the scientific world. Like I said, it's the vitamin C of the 22nd century.
Thank you.
And the other thing as well that I can add to that is make sure you join us on the Monday night call where we do have our scientific team on, and they can give you a lot more of those attributes when it comes to the studies and, of course, what lignins do.
Perfect.
I love it.
Yeah, I've been joining in.
Already.
I enjoy it.
Yes, the Monday night calls are absolutely powerful, Michelle.
All right, team, congratulations. I will leave it with you.
Yes,
I think we're done for today. Remember, you got to stay consistent. You got to stay consistent. You got to stay consistent. It's a 90-day blitz. First 30 days. Go get yourself 100 pre-orders of FOL. Next 90 days in January, we're going to promote the product as well as the new Opulence Life. But you have to be consistent. Go change your world over the next 90 days. With that, Sanaz, I'm signing off. I got to get on the road.
Absolutely. Bye. Thank you.
Absolutely, Ramin. Thank you so much. We are super revved up, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you smile and dial. As soon as I get off this call, I'm going to try to get the pre-orders ready for all of you. Thank you for your patience. Until we give you the big news, keep on smiling and dialing. Keep on getting out there and getting more customers. And, of course, let's change your future. Let's change your income. Let's forever protect and preserve our customers' health and share the amazing Fountain of Life. And if you look at just the website that we have put together, there is just so much for you to use. And of course, most importantly, what I can say to you is buy yourself the gift of health, because you're going to have to use this product to protect and preserve your health. This is an amazing, revolutionary product that will do that. So signing off for World Headquarters. Danny, did you want to add something?
No, I'm super excited for the team, super excited for all of the GWT family, because you know why? What's about to happen is just going to be epic. And I can't wait to share with every single one of you this journey, the journey of success, of failures, whatever it is, because we can empower each other to grow. So thank you all for taking the time to tap into the training. It's important for you, for your business, but for for your families. You know, find what's the reason, what's going to move you, and that's all you do and run every day. So have a blessed weekend, everyone.
Absolutely. One more thing, team. One last thing. Please remember, when you place your pre-orders today for yourself, for your VIPs, credit cards will be charged today and throughout the week. They will be shipped in 4 to 6 weeks. So make sure you understand that. I just want to make sure. If you are doing a cash transaction with your customer, that's okay. Just make sure they understand delivery is 4 to 6 weeks, okay? All right, team. Have a blessed day. Like Danny said, come on, do more text message and calls, and see you on the Monday night call. Love you all. Good day.
So now, before you go, can I get your email?
It's sanaz@gwtcorp.com, sweetheart.